If you haven't yet discovered Gmail's searchability, then you're going to want to watch this video. So I used to keep a lot of folders at one point, but as I got more and more comfortable with Gmail, I realized that I could find any email practically by just doing a quick search. So to search for an email, you would go up here and actually type in your search criteria. But if you go over here and hit this little down arrow, you could then really refine your search. So for example, if I say I want to know all the emails that Shannon Lundgren sent to me, I could just start with that one. And these are all the emails that have come from Shannon. Now I see this one looks like it came from Justin, but looks like Shannon also responded, so she's a sender in this email conversation. I have conversation view on, so that's what you're seeing here. If I say, okay, well, actually, I want to know all of the emails that I've sent to Shannon, so I'll put her name in there. And again, it just shows me all the emails that were sent to Shannon. Now notice that this one's from Brittany. Well, that's because I didn't say that it was from me. So I could say all the emails that were from me to Shannon and do a search. I can also go up here and say, I know that I sent Shannon something with an attachment. So I'm going to click on that and I'll hit a search. It'll show me, okay, now I'm down to 3 emails that I've sent with an attachment. I can also narrow my search by date. So a lot of times I will say, I know I sent Shannon an email around Christmas time. So I'll say, okay, 2 weeks from, I'll say the 31st of December. And I'll do a search. So this is basically going to look at the 2 weeks before the 31st and the 2 weeks into January. So, okay, so I did not send Shannon any messages from, because it says there's no messages here. So there's nothing that actually met that criteria. If I remove this and I say how many messages were sent to Shannon during that time period, 1. And then one thing I do very often is I know I sent someone a message. Let's say I sent a message to Mark Warford, and I know it has the word recycle in it. And I'll do a search. Now notice I came up with nothing because I still had this date criteria on. So I'm going to remove that and I'll hit search. And I'm still not finding what I want. And right now we're at that weird time when I may have sent a message to Mark Warford, but I sent it to his BCSD account. So we still have to search for things based on someone's old address. And you'll see there's a few other things that come up. One more thing to make note of is that when you're searching, by default it's set to all mail. If you're not finding something that you know you have in there somewhere, you could search your trash directly, or you could search mail, spam, and trash, because when you do a search that includes all mail, that does not include the mail that's in your spam or your trash can. So it's a good idea, if you're not finding something that you know is in there, to change the criteria to mail, spam, and trash.